may be wondering why I'm texting and friends. Texting is a good example of how we avoid one-on-one communication. I don't know about you, but I myself as a teenager know many people, including myself, that are guilty of texting someone in the same room, or even worse, right beside me. This isn't good practice on how to talk to someone individually, because you never have to say a word. This leads me to the importance of interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communication is important to me personally because it's going to affect my future profession. Being a pharmacist is going to put me in millions of situations while we're talking personally with customers. Interpersonal communication is helpful with many occupations. I've learned a lot about how just talking to someone helps you with everyday life. Interpersonal communication can be broken down into two parts. Impersonal communication, which will greatly relate to my occupation because it's interactions between strangers with no previous background, where interpersonal communication deals with friends, families, colleagues, and relational partners. Communication is important to form stronger bonds. Talking to people and getting to know them on more personal levels helps build confidence. By building this confidence, you have made yourself less timid and less awkward. People thirst for good relationships to show affection towards and to be accepted by. This can be improved by communicating. Interpersonal communication is defined as a process by which two people exchange meaningful glances simultaneously, sending messages symbolically and receiving messages. They can be verbal or nonverbal. In many jobs, such as pharmacy, like I plan to go into, or being a waiter, interpersonal communication is going to come into play because you're going to be dealing with people individually and having to make small talk. In order to improve on this, you just have to speak. People have to be willing and have to be open-minded to get out of their comfort zone and open up. I've personally learned a lot about this from being a two-sport athlete. I have to get to know my teammates on a personal level in order to have a successful season. You have to know how to influence your teammates and how to make them feel good and how to bring them up when they're down. But I have plenty of room for improvement, which I'd like to do in the next few years because I'll be in a real world working as a pharmacist, and I'll have to ease the concerns and apprehensions of my customers, and I'd like to give them the best opportunity, and I'd like to give myself the best opportunity to be successful. So all in all, I've learned that interpersonal communication is talking to someone, just one-on-one communication, understanding where the other person is coming from and appreciating their point of view. Everyone can stand to improve on relating to individuals on a personal level, and for me, it's a necessity for my future job. You don't have to talk in front of 50,000 people or even in front of 5. Just being able to communicate with one person on a personal level is a good attribute to life. So thank you.